Hi, my name is Mike Fish with Allied Instructional Services, and today I want to show you how to master your Mantis, connecting your Mantis with your Chromebook. So I currently have my Chromebox turned off, the screen reader built into every Chromebook, and I have a Mantis Q40 here. I'm going to connect the Mantis with the USB cable. The USB cable needs to be the way that we connect our Mantis and Chromebook. At this point, Bluetooth connection is not supported. So I'm going to take the USB-C end, the small end of the cable, and I'm going to connect it to the Mantis on the port that is kind of right by the escape key on your keyboard. So it's going to be on the left side of your Mantis, closest to the back. I'm going to connect it, and as soon as I do, Chromebox is going to come up on the Chromebook, and it'll start talking to us. So here we go, connect it.
Landscape, landscape.
Chromebox spoken feedback is ready.
And so it told us landscape, landscape, and then it told us that Chromebox spoken feedback was ready, so that we knew that Chromebox is now running on this machine, so it's going to verbalize everything that we do. The Mantis is currently on the editor right now. In order for it to interface with the Chromebook, I need to go down to Terminal, and this is a full QWERTY keyboard here on the Mantis. So the only difference between the QWERTY keyboard on the Chromebook and the keyboard on the Mantis is that your search key or Chromebox key is the Windows logo key on the Mantis keyboard, which is the third key from the left on the bottom row. So first you've got Control, Function, Windows, or since we're connecting to Chromebook, it's going to be the search key or Chromebox key. I'm going to down arrow here to Terminal, or I could press the letter T, but I'll just down arrow. I've got Braille Editor here on the Mantis. Next is Terminal. I'm going to press Enter on Terminal. You may see it say Connected Devices. In this case, it shows USB connection, and that's exactly what I want, is the USB connection. So I'm going to hit Enter here on that. Now my Mantis says Braille Display. I'm going to use the command Alt-Shift-L on the Mantis keyboard because it works as a keyboard as well as a Braille display here. Alt, Shift, and L, it's going to bring up the launcher.
Launcher, button, shelf, tool.
And the really cool part is the Mantis now shows the words launcher, BTN for button, shelf, TL bar, TLBAR for toolbar, and then it says window. I can use this keyboard here. I'm going to use the right arrow.
Google Chrome, button,
It's moving me to an icon on my shelf, and the next one.
Gmail, button.
And I'll use the left arrow and move backwards.
Google Chrome, button, launcher, button.
Now, if I wanted to open something, I could enter, or I can do a search space. Remember that search is going to be the third key over from the left on the bottom row. Also, you might know it as the Windows key on a keyboard. So I am going to turn on Braille captions, which will display the captions, the Braille dots of what's on the display, and that is probably already on, but I'm going to turn it off then back on again. The command to do that is going to be search A or Chromebox A and then B. So Chromebox A, B.
Braille captions disabled.
Now it's disabled. I'm going to turn it back on. Chromebox A and then B.
Braille captions enabled.
And now Braille captions is enabled, and my display says Braille captions enabled. Another cool thing that you can do is go into the options on Chromebooks, the Chromebox options, so that you can look at the Braille options and set your preferred grade of Braille. I'm going to show you how to do that now by going and hitting search O and then O again. So search O and then O.
Chromebox options.
Now from here I could tab through this entire menu, or I can use jump by heading command, which is search and H. I'm going to use search and H until I get to Braille.
Chromebox options. When playing audio. Heading 2, voices. Heading 2, formatting. Heading 2, Braille. Heading 2.
And if I accidentally pass Braille, I will do so now and show you.
Bluetooth Braille display. Heading.
I can use search, shift, and H to jump backwards a heading.
Braille. Heading 2.
Now, from this Braille section, I can tab through the options, and we'll do that now.
Select a 6-dot Braille table. Unified English Contracted Braille.
So that's the Braille table that I'm using right now, Unified English Contracted Braille. If that's not the table you need, then you'd hit, or there's a different table selected, you'd hit enter, an arrow to the one that you want, and then enter again. I'm going to tab.
Switch to 8-dot Braille. Button.
If I wanted to do that, I could press enter or search in space.
Enable word wrap. Check box.
I'll keep that checked. If I didn't want to, again, I could do a search in space.
Show Braille commands in the Chromebox menus. Check box. Checked.
This is a really cool feature. It's show Braille commands in the Chromebox menus. So if I'm using, say, a 6-key entry display, this could be really useful because it would tell me the Braille commands, the chorded commands sometimes, if you will, those that you would do on a 6-key entry Braille display when I'm in the Chromebox menus, as well as the keyboard commands that I need. So I get both options, and I'll show that really, really quickly here. So if I do a search in period, which is going to bring up the Chromebox menu.
Chromebox pan. Search the menus. Search.
And I'll right arrow here until I get over to Chromebox.
Jump. Speech. Tabs. Menu. Chromebox. Menu. Open keyboard shortcuts menu. Control plus Alt plus slash. Menu item.
If I up arrow,
Disable Chromebox. Control plus Alt plus Z. Menu.
there's no Braille commands for those, so I'll up arrow again.
Toggle screen on or off. Search plus brightness up dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chord.
And that says search plus brightness up or dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chord. So it provides the key command, but also the Braille command as well. I will close this menu using the command Control W. And as a quick recap, to connect your Mantis to your Chromebook, you're going to use the provided USB cable. Connect it, and if Chromebox is on, it's going to tell you that a Braille display is connected and that it's also a removable drive. If Chromebox is not on, it will automatically turn Chromebox on. To use the search key or the Chromebox key, you're going to utilize your Windows key here, or the third key over from the left on the bottom row, as your search key or Chromebox key. Also, to turn on Braille captions, you're going to use search A and then B to turn on the Braille captions or turn them off. To go into Chromebox options to adjust the Braille options, you're going to do Chromebox O and then O again. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was helpful for you. If there's other things that you would like to know about Chromebox and the Mantis, drop them in the comments, and look forward to some more Mastering Your Mantis videos.
Actions. Menu. Click Show Braille commands in the Chromebox menu launcher. Calendar. Tote. Stop screen.